Hello everyone, this is Panache, and this is my submission video for Awesome Games Done Quick 2021. I'll be showcasing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. In the category I'll be running is any percent no PBC. My current PB for this category is 2 hours, 1 minute, and 43 seconds, and that puts me in 3rd place in the world. I also run the any percent category, and I currently am the world record holder at 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 4 seconds. My 3rd category that I run is our brand new all boss grandmaster category, and I am the world first run in that at 3 hours 33 minutes and 47 seconds. So I will be running the 80% no PBC category in this submission video, and I will explain things as we go along here. I don't want to get into too much detail, but I will explain as we go. Things can get highly technical, and I understand that for a new, inexperienced, someone who's never seen this before, it would be very confusing and overwhelming. So I'll do my best to explain, but if you do want to know more, there's a plethora of information on our Discord server and my YouTube channel. Check out speedrun.com/JFO. And there's a link to our Discord server on there where you can ask any question, and there are highly experienced speedrunners that were more than willing to help you out, as well as tutorials and videos by myself and other highly experienced speedrunners. You can find a link to my YouTube and Twitch channels on the bottom left corner of my recording here. As well as well, I make YouTube and videos as well as stream tutorials for Fallen Order, skips, tricks, speedruns, and individual levels. Try to go into much more detail than I'll be able to in this amount of time while I run, because I can probably talk about this game for hours. But let's get started here, and I'll explain things as we go. What we're going to do here is we start off, we're going to start rolling, because you can only walk and it's faster.
Sorry, Cal. Don't worry about it.
So the PBC and no PBC stands for pause buffer clipping, which is the use of pause, or in our case, I run on PC. We use Alt Tab to lag the game in order to clip through doors and walls, stuff like that. It was initially discovered that you could pause the game and it lags enough that it would deload the texture or geometry so that Cal would clip through and end up on the other side, allowing us to access otherwise inaccessible areas of the game and save time by taking different routes. It's used mainly on Bogano and Zeffo currently, but currently it has the potential for about a few minutes of time save. But as you can see on the leaderboards, the world record right now is 1 hour 58:14 by Dave, without using PBC. So, and my world record with PBC is 1:58:04. So the times are extremely close. So the ability to do it with pause is it's kind of hardware dependent, and most people couldn't do it. The lower your frame rates are, the easier it is to do. Side note, as we go here, we're jumping on this balance beam to because it's faster as well, like the rolling. So as I was saying, hardware dependency on frame rate to do it with pause. Most people couldn't do it, so that's why we changed it to a separate category. Possible on lower end PCs and consoles to do with pause. specifically if you have a non-pro version of the PS4 or Xbox.
Hey, Cal. I'll meet you at the clamps. Sounds good.
Here we're going to skip a climbing section by jumping around there. Use dodge to do an animation cancel on the stumble animation, and rope swing here. We're aiming for this grate here. Then we're going to take the slide down, jump. We always want to try to jump at the bottom of a slide to get as much distance as possible. So more about PBC. On PC we do it using Alt-Tab to lag the game out. It was discovered somewhat recently, and that is not hardware dependent. Although the lower your frame rate is, the easier it is to do. Which on PC, unlike console, you can change your frame rate cap. So lowering your frame rate cap allows you to do it a little bit easier, and that's going to lead us to our next point, where this game is the physics in this game are dependent on your frame rate, and that doesn't include your actual frame rate, but it includes your frame rate cap. So
Take a look at this. It's a Jedi fighter. What a score!
we're actually going to change our frame rate cap for some skips in the game, because going to give us the ability to go higher.
Those Jedi.
So for example, I'm gonna get into this now. Our first bit of speedrun tech is called the target lock jump,
Yeah, maybe.
and the target lock jump involves locking onto a target and jumping and pressing block or force slow at the highest point of your jump,
Make new ones. What a racket, huh?
which is going to make Cal jump really high
And the pay was better back
for some reason. And we're going to use that to get into areas where
Find us free like this.
we're not supposed to be.
Love this soggy rock.
At least not at that point in the game. Like,
Cal, you're a young guy. You
gonna save us some time. So, for example, on the train in Bracca, we're going to target like jump onto the roofs of the train cars to skip the tutorials and crawl spaces and stuff, basically running along the roofs like whenever possible.
Whatever you say. Hey, we
So the target like jump is frame rate dependent, and on consoles, as I said before, non-pro, PS4 or Xbox One X, where you don't get 60 FPS. 60 FPS is kind of like the minimum number that you really need to be able to hit in order to execute a target like jump that is adequate enough, high enough in order to do most of the skips in this game. And the height of your target lock jump, or TLJ as I'm going to refer to it throughout the rest of the run, is going to vary depending on your frame rate as well as the timing. And that doesn't, as I said, not even your actual frame rate, but as well as your frame rate cap as well. So on 144 FPS frame rate cap, you can TLJ much higher. And the timing changes when you're pressing your slow or your block button.
Watch out, Cal. Look out.
I play on 120 FPS.
This thing is barely flying. Hold on. Prof, you all right? Yeah. Okay, we gotta move. Come on. Hell happened. What was that back there? Was that you?
So Bracca is pretty much all cutscenes and about 4 minutes of actual speed running.
I've seen the stories. I've heard it. Bounties out
Bogano 1,
I know.
we're going to get wall run, which unfortunately we need for
Be careful.
Kashyyyk mainly. Maybe 2 spots because I found ways to skip the initial wall runs in the beginning. Bogano 1 wall run. Gonna get enough skill points there to unlock Gas Strike, which it's the only skill we're going to unlock throughout the run, and we're going to use it for mobility, which I'll get into later with chain dashing.
Kill.
And we're going to unlock Zeffo and
Never seen you do anything like
Dathomir. Then we are going to Zeffo, and Zeffo we are going to get push and unlock Kashyyyk, and then we're going to leave.
risk what you took from me.
On Kashyyyk,
I just
we are going to do Kashyyyk in one visit because the goal is to get the ability to double jump or Jedi flip. And Jedi flip, the devs, when they released the May 4th update, a bug popped up where you can fly with Jedi flip. You jump, then you press your force slow ability, and then you jump again, and you can do this forever. So you can basically fly.
okay.
And
Okay, Cal.
as you can see, our splits are significantly longer until we get to Kashyyyk, and then everything is sub 8 minutes after that. We are going to be utilizing invisible loading triggers. So the way this game works is only certain areas of the map are loaded in at any given time. It's to save resources. Even though this game is, well, it's extremely performance heavy. It's a very demanding game. So since it was, I guess, designed for consoles, that's how it's programmed. So certain areas of the map are only loaded at a time, and there are loading triggers, and if you've ever played this game casually, you know that the game lags a lot in random places, and the reason it lags is because the game needs to load the next area in. So if you were to go to an area, which you can only really do with the ability to fly, and not go through the loading trigger for that area, you would just fall through the map. So in our sub 8 minute splits, we're going to be using loading triggers, but we're going to have to fly through them. And we're going to be flying outside the map, and they're going to be invisible. And when we hit the loading trigger, it's going to just actually load in the area. And it's pretty interesting. So Kashyyyk, we get Jedi flip and then we leave. Normally you wouldn't be able to do Kashyyyk in one visit. You would go there once, free the Wookiees, and then leave, and then go to Zeffo 2. The way that we have discovered, the game doesn't want you to be able to do this, so there is actually a teleportation barrier on Kashyyyk in a certain area, so you cannot progress past that without some really convoluted skips, because you would hard soft lock yourself if you were, as a casual player, to progress past somehow, which you shouldn't be able to. I don't know why they even bothered, because there's no way you would be able to do it. I guess if you... No. I mean, if you forgot to get overcharged, the reason why it's there is because if you don't get powered zipline, you can't go back up a zipline. So there's a zipline that you need to go back up in order to leave Kashyyyk. Normally, if you couldn't fly, so you wouldn't be able to go up that zipline, and so the game put a teleport barrier, so you can't go past that zipline for casual players. So we have to go around the teleport barrier to do Kashyyyk in one visit. And we don't actually fight any bosses in this run. We're gonna beeline for Jedi flip, and then we're gonna fly through the rest of the game. Dathomir 1, we're going straight for the temple. We're gonna do Order 66. Unfortunately, there's no way to progress the game without breaking your lightsaber, so we have to do that and then go to Ilum. Come back to Dathomir 2. On Dathomir 2, we're going straight for the Astrium. Gonna get the Astrium, leave Dathomir 2. We're gonna go to Bogano 2, and we're going to get the holocron,
Been working on this heap a long time,
and then we're going to leave,
way before the war. We refit
and
rebuilt ships.
we're going to go to Nur, and we're going to fly all the way to the end. You don't even have to fight Trilla. We just go inside of her room, which triggers the area to load. If you beat this game, you don't even have to fight her. You hit a loading trigger, and the outside area already breaks. Like when Vader comes out, the entire outside is broken. Although it's not loaded properly, it's still there. And then the loading triggers change. The turbo lift opens, and you're able to take the turbo lift and go up and actually do your final QTE with Vader, and that is the end of the game.
I found the Jedi.
So 13 minutes of gameplay and countless resets. Here we are on the train. And this is where the speedrun actually begins. If you were to actually look at my splits.io, you would see that like 90% or more resets are on Bracca, which is miserable because Bracca is so, I mean, 13 minutes of the same cutscenes over and over that are unskippable. So that was our first TLJ. We are skipping tutorials and gonna do another one here and skip a climbing section.
Hurry, catch him. Back up, I've got this. Charge forward.
Oh no! Need cover. Now. Faster.
He's here. I'm ready for your trick.
Now we're going to do some climbing, and then we're going to do our final TLJ of Bracca, and there is an extremely difficult skip coming up that saves 10 seconds or more, but it's I need to use a timer. It's very the timing is very important. If you miss it, climb, bro. Jeez. If you miss it, your whole run is done. So it's very important that you don't miss it. A lot of runners don't do it because it's very difficult. It's actually easier to do with a controller. We're going to be, normally you would watch a little cutscene and the ship comes and blows up the train, and then you slide down the train, grab onto the mantis. We're going to skip that cutscene, and despite the fact that the train isn't actually there, the platform that you would slide down is there, and as I said before, the loading trigger is still there. So we're going to hit that loading trigger, and we're going to grab onto the mantis. But you have to time it perfectly. So here we are. I'm going to split early here just for timing. Jump at 15 seconds. That's perfect. Whew. Doesn't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. So we switched to Jedi Grandmaster in order to. This encounter here is scripted. You can't lose. Either she kills you or you get her health down to, I don't even know what percent, because I haven't done it since I first played the game. And the QT also you can't lose. So we're just gonna switch to Jedi Grandmaster, so she kills us in 3 hits, and
Going somewhere.
then we're gonna switch back to story mode, which is really important so that you don't get killed by, on Bogano 1.
I recognize that stance. Perhaps you've had some training after all. Who is your master? Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps? What Jedi gave their life so that you might live?
Get on board! Captain!
Okay, shut that thing off and grab some seat.
Thanks for the help. But who are you people?
My name is Seer Junda, and this is my captain, Grease Dritus.
How you doing? Yeah, the Mantis is my ship, but you better pay attention to this lady here.
So, who are you?
Cal. Kestis. Who was that back there?
An Imperial Inquisitor. She's a Force user hunting Jedi survivors. And now that she knows who you are, she will not stop until she destroys you.
How do you know so much? And why'd you help me?
We track Imperial communications. We heard the Inquisitors were heading to Bracca, so we made our move.
Oh, yeah? And what's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
That's gratitude for you.
Look, I get it. You've been surviving on your own for so long that it's impossible to trust anyone. And it's what's kept you alive. But this is about something
Unskippable cutscenes.
Like what?
like
Did I mention that's a thing? Please, Debs, if you watch this, let us skip cutscenes in Fallen Order 2.
Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
The Jedi Council?
They're gone.
So I'm all you've got.
Captain, set a course for Bogano.
Aye, aye.
In the meantime, try and relax. Go, you're safe. For now.
You gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny. Calico! You were talking in your sleep.
So we're literally gonna walk for like 10 seconds, and click on this banjo, and then watch more cutscenes.
That song, I wrote it years ago. You touch an object and witness events connected to it. You feel its history.
It's an echo in the force from the object.
Not many Jedi have that skill.
How would you know that?
I was once a Jedi, but not anymore.
Do I know you?
No. But I knew your master, Jaro Tapal. He was a true guardian of the Republic.
He was a hero. Listen. Something happened to me during the purge.
These cutscenes are a great opportunity to AFK, unfortunately. I've been talking the entire time, so
Damaged.
I missed the opportunity.
If I let my guard down, I lose control. And it's like I'm back in that moment when...
You survived, Cal. And you're not alone. Not anymore.
We're coming up on our destination.
This is Bogano. A Jedi I knew discovered it before the purge. You won't find it on any maps.
The Empire doesn't know this place exists.
No.
So, what's the plan? We hide out here?
We're done hiding, Cal. See that structure over there? I believe that vault holds the key to rebuilding the Jedi Order. But it requires someone strong in the Force to pass its test.
And since you're not a Jedi anymore, that's why you need me.
I know you don't trust me. And I'm not really sure I trust you. But we have a common enemy. And a common cause. I'll share more of my plan after you reach the vault. But, until then, there's someone here I think you should meet. May the Force be with you.
Alright, so we get to play the game again.
Guess I'm looking for a Jedi then.
A beeline straight for wall run.
Why does Seer need me?
Target an invisible bog rat underneath the ground. Do it. Target like jump here and grab this Force Echo.
Boggling.
I just used a block cancel there
Get across this gap somehow.
to cancel the animation of actually picking up the Force Echo.
I sense something over here. That's a really big bug.
Target like jump onto that. Jumping down into our hole here. So you actually learn wall run right there, and you don't actually have to do this.
It's difficult, Master.
So in a PBC run, you would jump down in PBC through that death plane, because if you jump off that platform, there's actually a death plane. So the interesting thing is that room where we are is above Bogano. So if you PBC through the death plane, you end up you land back on Bogano and you save a lot of time, like a minute.
I did it.
You actually land like at the top of that hole where we're gonna go.
No tricks. Think you can show me that shortcut again?
So I'm gonna do a little bit of a difficult TLJ here. Onto this inner sim platform. Climb back up here. I'm gonna do another TLJ here. Onto this, and then there's some invisible platforms here that we're gonna get a target on this bug, and then TLJ onto. And we're gonna go straight to, I think I forgot to mention that we're gonna get BD1 here. We unlock stims. And that gives us BD1.
Yeah, I'm alright.
We, the route we just took, we skipped all the tutorials
Stim.
that you would normally
You're full of
have to
surprises.
watch and do if you were to go like the normal way. Like if you didn't do that first TLJ, you would do like a
That's
meditation tutorial and you would meet BD1 and then you would go follow BD1 to get your stims
okay.
and then you would go get wall
On
run.
board. So, how'd you get here? Don't remember? I've never known a forgetful droid. Can't argue with that. Racy there? Oh, it's on. We're not finished yet. Okay, you probably would have won.
So now we have 3 minutes and 20 seconds of cutscenes until we gain control of Cal again. Gonna go through this scroll space, which actually loads in the inside of this temple.
Amazing.
We're gonna watch the cutscene that unlocks Zeffo.
You alright, BD?
I don't know if I mentioned this already, but the run previously was 3 hours long and it was highly technical and you couldn't fly and it was revolved around, we had to do Zeffo twice,
Many encrypted logs stored in the droid.
highly revolved around TLJs and various out-of-bounds skips.
But I know your purpose.
I think I'm gonna try and squeeze out an AFK. Be right back.
In your hands. This place, this vault, is a sacred temple, built by a vanished civilization known as the Zeffo. Meditating here, I was granted a premonition through the Force, a vision of doom. I have placed inside this vault a Jedi holocron, containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy. Ahead, you will find the inner chamber of the vault, but also another test. I can only trust this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands. Seek out the hidden tombs of the 3 sages and learn to perceive the mysteries of the Force as the Zeffo once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zeffo homeworld. There, you will find peace in the eye of the storm. Good luck, Jedi. And may the Force be with you.
I guess you were the someone I was supposed to meet.
Now Cal talks to BD1 for a minute.
You know, I've been alone for a while now. Without any purpose, just hiding. There's no way to live. Not for a Jedi. Or a droid. Maybe Seer was right. Maybe we're done hiding. Hey, you want to meet some, friends of mine? I think I found what you wanted me to see.
Sounds like you did. We'll be waiting.
Hey there, BD1.
My friend, it appears the Zeffo had some interest.
I don't know how long my mic was muted for. I don't care anymore. I'm not... whatever. I don't know what I was talking about. So we killed the frog. We jumped down the slope because it's faster. Killed the frog for our second skill point. For dash strike. And I went AFK during the cutscene.
Should be a lot quicker. How'd you know that would work?
So we unlocked Zeffo and Dathomir, and now we're leaving.
Moving out.
That was a good time.
Plot a course.
Now we're going to Zeffo.
Zeffo bound. When this is all over, I think it'll be time to settle down. No fall off.
So the conversations on the Mantis are random, and some are longer than others. And we have the ability to interact with the terrarium, which we're going to use earlier, to skip the conversation. And you can't get into our seat on the Mantis until the conversation is over. So we're not going to skip this one because we're meditating. We have to listen to 2 convos. You only get a certain number of skips.
Yeah, well, it comes with experience. Can't look this good and not steal.
Usually listen to the one after Zeffo, as long as it's not the longest conversation in the game.
Get up here. Heck of a storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I can just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that. Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you, kid. Unless the wind picks up. Can you tell that bucket of balls to keep his opinion to himself?
I'm sure everything's under control.
Of course, it's under control. It's just a little tricky. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh. Huh. Perfect landing. Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
I'll search for signs of Cordova in the meantime.
Good. I'll be in touch once I crack this. Cal,
Okay.
over here.
So this is where I forgot to explain, but we're gonna be chain dashing here. How it works is I should have explained this already. Give me a second. We're gonna do a there's an invisible ledge there. Skip a lot. And the stormtroopers don't spawn. This is why we get dash strike. Wow. Okay. Share percent. I'll explain during a cutscene or something. I'm gonna kill both these stormtroopers
Holding up okay?
for XP to get improved dash strike
You seem happy.
for mobility. So, got it. No, I'm not gonna be able to explain it as we go because dash strike chaining is extremely difficult and I have to pay attention. Except I can't even do it while I'm paying attention, so that's cool.
That looks like a problem.
You can also falling dash off ledges. That's the thing. Al just decided not to jump there. I don't know what's going on here with Cal. He's just not doing what I want him to do. Something's wrong with my game, I swear. I opened this door because we're going to take this way on the way out. Al likes to dash into stormtroopers and anything nearby. Sometimes he'll even dash into things behind him. And what you're seeing right now is a slow motion sliding bug that happens on Zeffo for some reason.
Located a hostile. I can't keep track of them. Pursuing the Jedi.
I'm surprised that stormtrooper missed because unlike the movies, the stormtroopers always miss in this game. I mean, they always hit you. We're rolling up this hill because we're in combat. So this is early tomb skip. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna jump into a loading trigger here. Gonna load the next area because it's not loaded. And we're going to go back. See, it's black here. I'm gonna use a block TLJ so we don't get in combat with the scans there. And we're going around this. You can see here the temple area is loaded now. And we're going up this and around this mountain, and we're gonna get inside the hallway where the elevator is. Takes us down to the tomb. That's a big rock. Whew. Tell you how many times I've died to slow motion rock there. All right, so we have time to talk about chain dashing. How it works is you're doing a dash strike, and we're animation canceling the upward swing of the dash by doing another dash strike as soon as Cal's feet touch the ground, or you can also do it with by block animation canceling, but on story mode, the block minimum block window, you get stuck in a block. You can see when I block for a very long time, and this is new to the May 4th update because blocking was unresponsive. People complained about it, and they added this min block window. So it kind of broke our animation canceling. So in order to cancel a block, you have to dodge. So you would dash, strike, block, dodge, and that's what we do in combat.
Still not sure what I'm supposed to find. He's a little...
eccentric? Tell me about it. But he wouldn't send us here for his amusement. Keep an open mind.
You see that? Ugh.
And take a little shortcut there. Jump across instead of going on the other platform. There goes Cal dashing into an enemy that I didn't want to dash into. So we're gonna go around, we're gonna do our early push skip here. We can climb over this that red push wall that we normally wouldn't be able to go. And we're gonna do drop down into push where this door is locked, but we're gonna go through this wall. And we're gonna wiggle around here and then do a dash flip out through the wall.
Focus. The Jedi do not seek aggression, but we stand against it. The Force is there to shield us. The obstacles in your path define the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Now, try again.
I don't know what that buzzing sound is, if you can hear it. No clue. It doesn't happen all the time. Randomly happens.
Faster now. Complete the test.
What stands in the way becomes the way.
My friend, take a look at the detail on this bark. The distinctive striations.
You have to watch this cutscene about the distinctive striations
It's time to call on an old friend.
and unlock Kashyyyk.
If the Zeffo had contact with Kashyyyk, there is a good chance Chieftain Tarful will know about it.
So we're gonna come out of here, and we're gonna Dodge that. He used a good attack there, which is nice. I'm gonna save you save here because I do not want to reset. There is a potential for a soft lock here. I would not normally save here. I'm gonna kill this Tomb Guardian for the last bit of XP that I need to get the improved dash that I'm going to get at the top of the elevator here. So here we're going to do a puzzle skip or a tomb launch. And the physics interaction in this game is very strange there. And it's way too complicated to explain, it just works. I have highly in-depth videos on my YouTube about this entire planet that I go into extreme detail on that skip in specifically.
We have to go to Kashyyyk.
Al basically tries to grab the ledge and you jump, and for some reason it launches Cal in the air. Some sort of velocity miscalculation. And that is and that's what I was saying on 140 FPS, 144 FPS cap, you go really high. If you do that on 120 FPS, I actually didn't really need to save there. If you do it on 120 FPS, there's a high potential for a soft lock, because you do not get nearly as high, regardless of your actual frame rate. And I say this, and some people don't believe, but it's a thing. So now here we're going to get very careful not to learn the wrong skill, because I literally was recording this video last night and I learned the wrong skill. So now we have long dash. And we actually got really lucky. We didn't get in combat there, so we were able to do some extra dash strikes. And that rocket trooper is hungry, thirsty. So we're gonna backtrack here. And we're still sliding in slow motion. I'm just gonna jump down this slide. This is really annoying. Scaz. Okay, we're gonna kill this. We're gonna dash strike and onto this slide. That rocket trooper really wants me. Oh, this is the door that we opened earlier. That's what happens if you move during a when you're trying to do a PLJ. Can't speak. Cal, it's more common on a controller. Cal will just do like a flip.
Cal, we've got a walker firing on us, and our weapon.
Moving out.
What am I locked onto right now?
Nice work out there, kid. Hey, that's some
Okay.
real moves on ya. Just tell me that this visit wasn't for nothing.
I found the tomb of the Zeffo sage. They definitely use the Force.
An advanced civilization of Force wielders who mysteriously vanished.
There's another 2.5 minute cutscene that we can't skip. You can actually skip it with the PBC, but since we don't kill the Ninth Sister, and this is not a PBC run,
The Empire's muscling in on those Wookiees.
this cutscene trigger would remain here for the rest of the game. So no matter what, you would have to watch this cutscene.
I think this lifestyle suits you. Fighting that walker seems to have made you more confident. So,
I skipped this cutscene in our all boss run because we kill the Ninth Sister, and then we also skip the... So when you kill Ninth Sister, this cutscene trigger gets replaced with the Kashyyyk cutscene trigger. And we are able to skip that cutscene because the cutscene trigger for that is smaller. This cutscene trigger is very big. Different size cutscene triggers. So we're actually able to walk around the Kashyyyk cutscene trigger. But the cutscene trigger is not there because we technically don't finish Kashyyyk. So we, at the end of, once we get Jedi Flip, we immediately leave Kashyyyk, and we don't have to skip the cutscene.
Know about the others and how many were left, but mostly they wanted to know about Cordova and where he went.
But you escaped.
Yeah. It was a prison riot. I saw my opportunity and I took it. But they almost broke me. And I am not the same as I was, Cal.
Your Padawan. Did she survive?
No. But that's why we can't give up.
I think on my PB I lost all my time on...
Be for nothing.
I really shouldn't have safety saved there because we have some potential here to beat my record. Depending on how well Kashyyyk goes. I lost all my time on Kashyyyk. I have totally talked to Grease there by accident, and that is very bad. Because you can't interact with the table while Grease is talking. I don't remember how long this cutscene is.
Yes, it was difficult.
Conversation, sorry. But we're gonna listen to it, because I don't want to worry about any of the rest of the combos. I just want to skip the rest of them.
Sounds like you're not too sure everything is gonna work out.
I'm not. That's why adaptation is important. Whether it's a course of action or an idea, we all have to be ready to change.
Not bad. Short one. Get in your chair!
Hyperspace. Sit down.
More cutscenes.
Oh, tell me we're not running that blockade.
Oh, only as a last resort.
This run would be like an hour and a half without cutscenes.
Imperial signals. Hey, Grease.
Yeah,
Keep your power signature low and act like we belong.
just like Bracca. No sweat.
It'd be even shorter than that. That would be amazing.
I don't need another set of hands. Just please keep your eye on the scanner.
All right.
Please.
All right.
All right.
I don't see anything.
You're preoccupied with something on the ground. We're clear.
That doesn't look good.
The Empire is devouring Kashyyyk for its natural resources. Wookiees have been enslaved or displaced.
That was a close one, kid. Aren't you supposed to be watching the monitors?
Guerrilla fighters, Wookiees and off-worlders ambushing an Imperial convoy.
Walkers approaching their position.
Tarful could be with him.
Awful could be anywhere. Like deep in the ground, like we're gonna be if we get caught up in that battle down there.
We don't have any other options, and they'll die without our help.
So what's your plan?
Sabotage. We used to scrap walkers on Bracca. I'll just jack one.
Get a load of the kid. He thinks we're back in the Clone Wars.
Captain, get us near those walkers.
Wait, what?
Listen, those walkers double as troop transport, so once you get inside, be careful.
For no freeze grease to work his magic.
Hey, do me a favor. Stay alive down there.
I'll add it to the plan.
Right, if you're jumping, you better do it now, kid.
You ready for a swim, BD?
I don't know how my microphone keeps getting muted. I don't know what I said and what I didn't say. Something, I have to check my keybinds. This is really annoying. I was saying that when you save quit, certain cutscenes you can save quit. I save quit there because saves time. When the save logo pops up in your bottom right hand corner, I'm not gonna jump here because I'm gonna. Cal doesn't even want to do it. He's not gonna jump. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I didn't want to fall off, but you can skip that stumbling animation if you jump. I was talking about pause buffer clipping when my mic was muted. In order to do it, you have to enter photo mode. Forgot to mention that earlier. Don't ask me why
Your turn to report fatality.
or how it was discovered, but you have to enter photo mode one time.
I can't do this by myself. I hope this hits.
Longest fight ever.
Reading a news ship on scanners. They brought more
You have to enter photo mode one time in order to do a pause buffer clip, and then
damaged.
because photo mode somehow interacts with the game
That should still be enough to stop out
in such a way that makes pause buffer clipping work. As well as the alt tab thing, you have to enable a specific setting in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order executable called Disable Full Screen Optimizations, which when you tab out, it makes the game lag more.
Let's do this. That's the blasters. Let's move forward.
So for this part, you actually don't have to do anything. You can just keep walking forward. There must be something with the new OBS just got an update, and there must be some sort of. I've noticed a couple bugs with the new version, so it could be something with that. I'm really sorry that my microphone keeps getting muted. I don't know what I said or how long it was muted, but I've recorded this so many times within the past 2 days that I just can't do it anymore. So here we're gonna take a little shortcut, and we're gonna kill those stormtroopers. For some reason, when you kill those stormtroopers, it allows this platform to explode prematurely. And then we're immediately just gonna start shooting the ship. I need to blow up the ship to trigger the next cutscene, which is the ideal cutscene to go for a bathroom break, generally. During this cutscene, I'm gonna tab out and see what the heck's going on with my microphone.
It's headed for us. Can you do anything? Hold on! Brace yourself, BD! Yeah, I'm okay. You all right? No, we are not doing that again.
You just wrecked a perfectly good walker. Got a name?
Cal Kestis,
Saw Gerrera. What are you doing on Kashyyyk?
looking for somebody. What are you doing here?
My companions and I came to Kashyyyk to disrupt Imperial supply.
Maybe I'm muting it intentionally. I don't know. I'm sorry. I have a key bound.
So,
It's Alt numpad 7. I don't know how I would accidentally press that button.
Toffel is impossible to find. There's a reason he's evaded the Empire for this long.
He's a freedom fighter?
He's the freedom fighter, a symbol of the Wookiee resistance, striking at the Empire from the Shadowlands.
Seer? Grease? This is Saul.
How you doing?
What do you want with Toffel?
Jedi business.
Jedi are dead.
Not all of them.
You get that off a corpse?
My master gave it to me.
This pad supports an Imperial refinery that runs on Wookiee slave labor. Intel suggests that some of the captives there are guerrilla fighters.
I should help them. One of them might know how to contact Tarful.
It's possible.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. The Mantis works wonders. I mean, it's a great ship, excellent pilot, but it is not built for close support.
We'll stay here and monitor Imperial transmissions. With a bit of luck, we'll intercept any distress.
I don't have my webcam running right now, but I have no problem using it during marathon setting. I just don't feel like using it right now. So this is where the magic happens, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, that barrel is in a weird spot.
Saul should be at the other end of this trench.
We're gonna get overcharge. Because we unfortunately need it.
How much current can you conduct?
Just literally only for this one spot coming up to overcharge the
I bet you can short-circuit
spinning wheel so that we can get across the gap coming up. And there's no way to do it otherwise. As you can see, some tremendous lag there. That's a loading trigger. There's a cutscene skip here. I'm gonna try it. I never actually get this in a run. Down a little bit. I'm gonna go for it a few times. This is about a 1.5-minute cutscene or so. I really want to get it to show you guys. Oh, we got it. Let's go. All right. Hell yeah. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. Here comes an extremely difficult and annoying skip. Called a Purge Trooper skip. We're gonna skip the Purge Trooper fight that is normally inside there. So we're gonna go out of bounds up here. We're going to see a massive lag spike here while the area loads, and then we're going to come here and we're going to do a falling dash. And hopefully I don't void out. Take my time here. I think I might have... Okay, we're in the crawl space, it looks like. Can't really tell. Sometimes you'll get directly through. Yeah, so we're in the crawl space. So what we're going to do here is just... Ooh, dash strike and get out of there. Sometimes you get stuck in there. Oh, this feels good when that happens. There's a way to skip the little cutscene. As you can see, nothing is loaded here. And that was the loading trigger.
You had no idea that was you just wanted to turn that cutter on.
Here comes a extremely difficult target lock jump coming up. We're gonna target lock jump up there from here. All right, we got it. Coming up on another very difficult skip, and this is where we actually getting held up by some weeds here. This is where we actually skip pull. This is the only place on Kashyyyk where we need pull. So I do a target lock jump here, and then another one. Get up onto this root, and we're gonna jump down onto an invisible wall, and get into this corner, and we're gonna void out here, and we're gonna respawn. It's bugged. Hopefully it's probably gonna respawn. Yeah. Okay, maybe this will fix it. Nah, I don't know why it does this sometimes. Eventually we're gonna respawn inside the wall. I have no clue how to fix this. This is really unfortunate because I'm doing really well on this this run. Okay. We're gonna just keep jumping here until we respawn in the correct spot. There we go. And yeah, don't know why that's a thing. Wow, that could have been bad. We're gonna open this door because we're gonna take this on the way out. And we're gonna jump out of bounds here. Maybe. Okay. And there's a little gap in the death plane there, and now this is where we get really interesting with it's called barrier skip. So the area is not loaded. We're under the map. We went under a death plane. We're actually under the water right now, but it's solid ground. So we're gonna be dash striking, and we're gonna go where we would normally be. Going around. The teleportation barrier, which is located in the basin area. And okay, here's our first giant loading trigger skip. I'm gonna line up with these roots, and we're gonna do a dash strike. And we're gonna hit the death plane. We're gonna respawn inside this cave here, which is on the other side of the teleportation barrier.
What is that? This whole forest is live.
Alright, we're gonna jump here and hopefully skip a little pit. And there, ladies and gentlemen, you see Cal dash striking into an enemy completely behind him. Like, not even remotely. Okay. Anywhere near the front of Cal. He decided to turn around and dash strike into it. Here we're gonna do a skip because we don't have pull, so this is another skip that we need to do. We're gonna skip pull rope, and I can't hit the appropriate spot in the flower. Go back, do it again because I didn't make it. There is a specific spot on the edge of the flower that you need to hit in order to land here. I didn't want to wait for the horse to do a falling dash. You could falling dash there. So here we need to line up with this rope and dash strike to grab it because you don't have pull. And we're going to utilize another cutscene skip here to get rebreather. We can save quit out as soon as that save symbol comes up. And we have rebreather when we spawn back in. Do a little skip there, a little time save. We're dashing off of ledges into the water. It makes us get a speed boost when we swim.
Do you think the Empire would have come after Kashyyyk so hard if we hadn't intervened? The Jedi are supposed to be symbols of hope, but I led the Inquisition. Mari and Tarful put their trust in me. Did I just endanger them again?
This is the spot where you cannot skip the wall run.
He's here. Inform the Inquisitor. Keep him busy. Yes, move in.
He usually kills himself with that. We're gonna jump onto the moss here and skip a cutscene there.
Hang on!
And here's more unskippable wall runs. Unfortunate that we can't skip wall run or overcharge. I'm gonna jump at the bottom of this slide.
What is that thing?
Get some distance.
On second thought, she listens to their transmissions. Let her find out on her own.
I'm gonna try something here I've never actually done before. Nope, didn't work. I was gonna try and TLJ into that wall run, but what I just did TLJ I just did is the normal way of doing it.
We don't know if it's friendly.
Okay, so we're about to get Jedi flip, and now is when it gets interesting. The next skip is where I lost like a minute in my PB. It's really hard because you're flying and you need to hit an invisible loading trigger, and it's the same loading trigger we actually used to skip the barrier. So we're gonna fly back there and load into that area to leave Kashyyyk and not fight the Ninth Sister. So that I discovered it, and it's just a massive time save. I'm gonna fly. I don't know what I'm doing. So we're flying. I chose the wrong path. I should have just void out here. Could respawn. Nope. If you void out there properly, you'll actually respawn back, and it's a little bit time save on back on the other platform. So we're flying, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to just fly, bro, as we like to say. You can actually tap both buttons at the same time, jump and slow, or you can alternate. I like to kill that firefly. Okay, as you can see, because we skipped the loading trigger here, this area is unloaded. We're gonna hit a loading trigger right here, and it's gonna load in the lake. But we're underneath the lake, so we're gonna fly under the water, and you can see that meditation circle off in the distance is actually the meditation circle in the basin area where the teleportation barrier is. But unfortunately, imagine we could fly straight into the teleportation barrier. Would be awesome, but we can't because it's not there because the area is unloaded. So we're using visual cues here of these mountains and some stuff behind us to load into the tunnel where we were before. Turn around here. Oh ho ho! Wow. Yeah, buddy. Unfortunately, I missed that stupid bug of a bug where I couldn't spawn inside the damn wall. But otherwise, this is a really nice Kashyyyk. So we're gonna fly. Get back. More unloaded areas. And even though none of this is loaded, the gondola is loaded still for some reason. So we're gonna fly into the gondola, and if you actually just press the button inside twice, it's gonna take you back to the landing pad.
I've been monitoring Imperial communications, and I picked up something. Project Augur has been reactivated. The Empire may be close to finding another Zeffo tomb.
Looks like we still have work to do.
We might PB here. That would be nice.
Think Saw and the others will be okay? Always looking on the bright side, huh?
That trash droid sometimes likes to take your lightsaber away. So we're going to Dathomir.
Setting course for Wait a minute. You want to go to
This conversation is extremely long, so we're gonna skip it. Yeah, interact with the terrarium. I'm a minute and 22 seconds ahead. Imagine if I didn't get stuck in that wall for 30 seconds, or I don't even know how long that was, honestly. Ridiculous.
but you know, you could pay me back with some seeds.
Thought you hated nature.
When it's out there, you betcha. But when it's behind a comfortably thick wall of embarring glass,
The rest of the run is very easy.
All right, I'll see you.
sit down, kid. It's time to land.
It's objectively easy. Just fly, bro. TM. Skip everything. Order 66 is a little difficult. You have to hit another invisible loading trigger, and I'm gonna try and zoom here so I can beat my time, honestly. We're gonna fly over a cutscene trigger here.
We will end you.
Night, brothers.
And we're gonna skip another
Shakes in fear.
cutscene with the old man here.
So you can jump high.
And we're gonna fly. Oh no, we're not. We're not there yet.
Hey, BD.
We're gonna interact with this wall, and then we're gonna meditate, and it's gonna take us into Order 66.
Whatever that was, it's gone.
Okay. Gonna fly outside this building and pray. I need to focus. Start flying up now, using the corner of that building as a visual cue. Hit the loading trigger soon here. And I missed it. There it is. And this loads in the final part of Order 66. And all we have to do is interact with this door and watch this cutscene. There's a high potential for soft lock if you hit that loading trigger in Order 66 in the wrong spot. You could end up in some really, really bad places. That's why I was had to really focus there. It's very it's just like that Kashyyyk loading trigger in Nine Sisters skip. It's just very difficult to do with without being able to see anything.
Yes, Master.
hope I don't get a copyright strike. If you have the music too loud there, the John Williams music will, I've been pretty fortunate with it. YouTube doesn't, I have my music turned down pretty low, so YouTube doesn't pick it up, but Twitch picks up like the menu music and times that, and it'll mute the VOD.
Your will is weak. You lack discipline. Let fear break your connection to the Force. I would have survived had you not been so weak. Yes. My blood is on your hands, apprentice. You are a failure, a weakling, a traitor. You are no Jedi! No!
Okay, so the door is locked in front of us, and if you go out that door, it'll trigger a 5-minute cutscene that we used to have to watch. But fortunately, there's a hole here that we can fly out.
Someone over there?
A trespasser.
The old man cutscene doesn't trigger on the way out, and neither does the Marin cutscene here. Try and fly over here to avoid getting slowed here. Alright, we're still good on time. We're gonna head straight to Ilum. We're not gonna have to watch any cutscenes here. We're gonna freeze solid. That's a new one. This is an extremely long conversation. It's not that long, but it's just one of the longer ones. The Mantis serves as a loading trigger. You can even feel the lag, the load between the planets. So Ilum is an interesting one. We're gonna fly the entire time.
All right, we're here. Get in your chair.
We're gonna spawn backwards inside the Mantis. So I'm gonna go through this little doorway here, so we can trigger this little thing that pops up. Otherwise, it turns you around on the way out, so we don't want that to happen because we're gonna dash strike straight through.
Every Jedi comes here as a kid.
Coming along the side, running straight forward to this rock formation straight ahead. And it's not solid, so there's no collision, so we're gonna fall through the ground, and then we're gonna fly. You're gonna see black boxes, and we're just gonna fly towards those boxes. This is basically the Jedi Temple. It's just not loaded in. And like when the map isn't loaded, you can still see meditation circles, so they're good points of reference. and which is actually like how we find loading triggers. As we know, we have a general idea of which meditation circle they are. I got turned around somehow. So the meditation circle that we see in the distance is the one behind the kyber crystal room, and we're going to use that as a point of reference because there's a loading trigger just on the other side of it that's going to load us directly into the kyber crystal room. We go with our white lightsaber in honor of Ahsoka. I never mentioned this, but I'm using a visual mod for Cal with the buzz cut, dark hair, and a black poncho, as well as a modified lightsaber color, which changes the blue to a green lightsaber, more similar to the lightsaber from Return of the Jedi that Luke has. A little bit more realistic to the movie, as well as actually using a different sound for the blue lightsaber. Not using the one. It's interesting to note that the different lightsaber colors actually have a different sound. So if you choose green, it has the sound that Luke's lightsaber makes from Return of the Jedi. It's really cool, but it's a little annoying. So I'm using the sound of Malicos' lightsaber, actually. So we're going to fly. There's a hole here. We're going to fly back out. Same way we came. Through this opening in the black rectangular stuff. There's actually a bunch of loading triggers here. You have to be very careful that you don't hit. There's one right around here that would load you into this water area. As you can see, the area turns blue because there's water where you'd be swimming normally. Actually, there's a loading trigger coming up here. I'm actually gonna skip it and I'm gonna load into a different one. I don't feel like loading, watching the ice wall melt and dodging droids and stormtroopers. So we're gonna load directly into the final room of the temple and leave there.
If we saw action all day, break's over.
They've broken through and called reinforcements.
Now we're going to fly up here and we're gonna skip a loading trigger.
Here before you do.
So the
This way to get captured. I'll be there.
ATSCs don't spawn. How much time did I lose? Only 5 seconds. Unfortunate. So we're going Dathomir 2.
Dathomir, who wants to
Still
go?
a minute ahead. This is awesome. Okay.
My piloting hasn't been this good since I graduated first in my class at the Tehran Space Academy.
I wasn't aware the Tehran had it.
Yeah, it was new back in the day. You probably don't get around that anymore.
So what did you
Try to find seats for Greece.
I would have smashed it, my PB, honestly, if it weren't for that. The minute time save we have right now is because I skipped the saw cutscene, basically, because I lost a ton of time. That stupid respawn glitch.
Get in your chair. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
All right, Spider, chill. The Marin cutscene is not there. I go the same way again. Okay, so this is where we are going to fly on top of the temple. And now we're going to see a checkerboard box that if we went here before, this wouldn't be here. This is only here, basically copy pasted into the game once we repair our lightsaber. It's the only way to load the, this area with Malicos and the Astrium. There's a loading trigger there. Malicos is standing there, and there's a massive cutscene trigger. Malicos' cutscene trigger is absolutely enormous. And there is another little cutscene trigger there. We're gonna skip. We're just gonna get the Astrium, and then we have to watch this cutscene with Marin here. The rest of the game is basically cutscenes.
Next generation Jedi.
A lot of unskippable cutscenes.
I'm happy for you and your Jedi. But nothing can bring back my people.
After the purge, I was alone for a long time. In hiding, I was scared that they'd find out who I was or what I was.
What changed?
Marin doesn't have hair.
Very good
If you don't watch the cutscenes with Marin, she doesn't have hair. I'm so used to seeing her without hair that it's just like I don't even notice these things. So it's weird to explain to somebody. It's like, you know, people are like, why doesn't Marin have hair? Well,
Now here I am.
she doesn't have hair if you don't watch the cutscenes. I don't know which cutscene it actually linked to. I think it might be the 5-minute cutscene with Malicos
I will join
and
you.
Marin, where she actually summons the Night Sisters.
I've spent years waiting for a chance to avenge my sisters.
I'm done waiting.
I'm finished waiting. I wish to fight by your side. Night Sisters and Jedi do not travel together, but survivors. We adapt.
Yeah, I guess we do. What do you think, BD?
Current pace, 2 hours and 32. If we hit that, that's second place.
My crew, they might take a little bit of convincing, though.
Then we'll convince
Gonna be
them.
close.
Let's go, BD.
You have to fly over Malicos again. We're gonna go through this no collision area above the crawl space here. And we're gonna go through the skylight here. And oh god. Oh my god.
Jedi is above! Stop running!
Really?
Brother, here! Try harder, weakling!
Gold by 0.1 seconds.
Oh, well, who's this? What's that supposed to
All right, Bogano 2 and Nur. Zoom, zoom.
She's a witch, isn't she?
A Night Sister. Your fear is unnecessary.
I couldn't have gotten the Astrium without her. We fought Malicos together. I trust her.
And we trust you. You will have to earn it.
Fine. Grab some seat. She doesn't try anything funny.
Welcome aboard.
They like you.
This could have been a sub 2, man. Oh, I can't believe it. This is the best run I've had in a long time. Alright, so we're going to Bogano 2. You have to make sure we do not go to the wrong planet.
You know, BD, I'm not too bad of a cook.
Okay.
Oh, here he goes.
I'm just saying, I'm not too bad of a cook.
Of a cook? I know, I've heard. You can just hide it.
Sure, that's fine. But if you do change your mind, my great-grandmother made a mean stew back in Dathomir.
It's pretty dead in there.
Marin has her hood on again. I'm a best 159.30. That's what I like to see. More cutscenes.
You can make it work.
She's right.
Oh, hey, is anybody hungry? I was thinking of whipping up some scaz steaks. I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
No, Captain. And we couldn't have gotten this far without you.
Oh, well,
It's true, Grease.
thank you. Hey, I hope you get in there and you find that hollow thing.
Holocron.
Are you sure it's something you should find?
What do you mean?
The children on that list. If you take them from their homes to train as Jedi, won't they be hunted like you?
It has to be kept out of the hands of the Empire.
It'll help us put an end to the Empire.
Oh, hey, change of plans. We're arriving.
Oh, Grease.
Yeah?
I take my steak rare.
Huh? Okay, now we're cooking.
So now we're just going straight to the temple. I'm gonna dash strike, I'm gonna beeline straight forward, we're gonna fly a little bit.
Come on, BD. This looks like a safe place to meditate. Just need to focus my mind. Something weird. This is gonna sound strange, but I think it's the ashtray. The closer we get to the vault, the stronger it feels. Careful, buddy.
And grab the ashtray and we're gonna interact with the temple wall. We're gonna go inside to the Zeffo, flash forward. We're gonna fly. We're gonna grab the holocron and see the future.
Amazing.
And we're gonna turn into Inquisitor Cal.
Think about that wall. We're close.
And we are going to fly out, skipping a bunch of cutscenes, and leave Bogano and head on to Nur. Start flying here. There's a very large wall that we need to fly to the top of. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Capture the younglings. Kill the rest.
I'm gonna fly over all these flash forwards. There's a loading trigger inside this archway we need to hit. I'm gonna grab the holocron here. I'm gonna fall into the prison.
Surrender now, and we may spare the youngest. That's right. On your knees.
I'm scared.
I'm mashing block. As soon as we get out of here, we're gonna fly out of this wall. Onto the top of the temple. Loading trigger here for the outside of Bogano.
saw what happened.
Alright, we have to watch this cutscene.
Like you both went through.
I could have done that faster. I lost a little bit of time there. I went the wrong way. Used to doing the Grandmaster run.
Never understand what you went through. She has a holocron.
There's all stormtroopers there, because you have to watch the cutscenes.
I'm responsible for the path that Trilla is on. And what she does next is the cost of all of my mistakes.
Our mistakes are in the past.
Cal is still an Inquisitor because we technically never left the flash forward.
You told me that's here.
But once we save quit the next cutscene, Cal will go back to normal.
You're right. I know where she's taking it. There's a fortress where they take Jedi, where the Inquisitors come from. It's a place of torture. It's the place I escaped. I just never thought I'd be going back there.
You won't be going alone. You'll have a friend with you.
No. I'll have a Jedi with me. Neil. By the right of the Council, by the will of the Force, Cal Kestis. Rise, Jedi Knight.
So close to sub 2, man. Oh.
You are ready.
So are you.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Nur, and then we're gonna be able to actually quit out on a cutscene.
Cal, got a second?
Okay.
Cal?
Skip the convo.
What's this all about, Grease?
Now, I understand there's more of us on the manus than originally expected, so I'll go easy on you. There was a problem with the refresher. Now, I'm not saying I know who it is. Smell, I don't know.
This terrarium would look better with some plants.
I always come over here and give Marin a good luck kiss.
Get over here, kid. We're about to land.
As soon as this loads, we're gonna save quit. And we're gonna spawn in the water on Nur. We're gonna swim into the area where you would normally go, and then we're just going to beeline for Trilla's room, fly in Trilla's room, fly out, take the turbo lift, and stab Vader, and that's time. Very important that I look at the wall here, so I don't accidentally waste any force. So I can get 3 dash strikes there. Now we're gonna fly, and we're gonna load in the prison just under this doorway here. And it loads in the rest of Nur. We're gonna go around this wall.
Buddy, over here.
Alright, hit a loading trigger right there. We're gonna fly back out.
Can you slice this? Sorry about your scomp link, but standing up to that bog rat? Let's get out of here.
All right.
Come on. Stay back.
So it's 2 hours 31 seconds.
I think we lost him. I'll make it. Seer, I won't fail you.
Kid, you read me? They're not responding.
They will. I am certain.
And time is coming up.
Be ready. I have the holocron. Seer, she didn't make it.
Here? Just get out of there now.
Keep moving, Carl. I'm sorry.
Wow. Oh, I'm really happy.
I'll never give it to you.
We shall see.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's so awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your consideration, and I'm looking forward to watching the marathon, regardless of whether or not I'm selected to be a part of it. I love games done quick, and that is the end of the run. About it. I'm just kind of like speechless. I can't believe it. Oh, it's awesome. An awesome run. It took a lot to get here in the past couple days, because I really wanted to have a good run for my submission, and also the commentary was important to me. So it took a lot to put the 2 and 2 together and really get some good commentary while still doing the run without messing up too much. But that's what we have our couch or virtual couch for during the actual marathon. So I'll let this play out and show you guys. Actually, the credits are just gonna roll because it's only a glitch when you skip the Kashyyyk. You skip the Kashyyyk cutscene for some reason, and when Marin comes to grab you here, you just fall and die, and you can't actually beat the game. The credits never roll, and you respawn in Vader's room. But we don't. The Kashyyyk cutscene never actually occurs, like I said, because we didn't kill 9 sisters, so we can actually finish the game and watch the credits here. But thanks again, everyone. Thanks for watching my new personal best silver run. Let me just double check here. I believe second place is 2 hours and 49 seconds. So that is a new personal best for me, and second place in the world for Fallen Order any percent no PBC.
Sorry.
Thank you guys very much, and I'll catch you guys in future videos.
That was you in the water, wasn't it?
I'm glad you're okay.